Some outstanding bowling from Jofra Archer saw Sussex gain the initiative against Kent on day one as the young West Indian took 7 for 67. Kent won the toss at Hove and elected to bat, with Bell Drummond immediately putting the visitors on the front foot as he found a couple of early boundaries. However, after that free start to their innings, the Kent batsmen were then tied down by some diligent bowling from Philander, Archer and Visa, and it wasn't too much of a surprise when this frugal bowling led to the breakthrough. The breakthrough itself was something special, a delivery of real perfection from Archer, as Bell Drummond was clean bowled for 13, offering no shot to a ball he was sure was going to miss. Denley joined Dixon at the crease, and the pair began to patiently build. That was until Shahzad was introduced into the attack in the 21st over. Dixon smashed the former England seamer for 6, and Denley struck a pair of boundaries as Shahzad's opening over went for 15. However, he tightened up in his next one and removed Denley shortly before the interval. The Kent number 3 bowled for 24, the score at the interval 67 for 2. Straight after lunch, North East opened his account. Both he and Dixon seized on every opportunity they were given to push the scoreboard along. Their assault on the Sussex attack saw over 50 runs put on for the 3rd wicket, and Kent moved past 100. However, with 116 on the board, North East became Shahzad's second victim of the day, Visa with the catch, and that brought Gidman to the crease. In the initial part of his partnership with Dixon, it was the established batsman who scored most of the runs, moving to 50 in the process. But as momentum gathered, Gidman grew in confidence with a pair of 4s off the bowling of Archer. In Archer's next over, Gidman fell, caught by Wright for 11. That brought Stevens together with Dixon, but after a bright start by the pair, in Archer's very next over, he claimed the prize wicket of Dixon. This one an edge through to the keeper Brown, Dixon out for a fine 68. The very next ball, Rouse was straight back in the pavilion, bowled by Archer for a golden duck. But Parnell and Stevens bonded well in the run into tea, the pair putting on 28 as Kent went in at the break on 180 for 6. Straight after the final break of the day, Parnell and Stevens launched into the Sussex attack, putting on 65 in 10 overs. Philander, Visa, Shahzad and Van Zyl all coming in for punishment. Van Zyl and Nash managed to put the brakes on for a short time, but Stevens and Parnell were soon back on the warpath, and they put the seal on their 100 partnership in the 77th over. Shahzad was brought back into the attack and finally managed to break the partnership, having Stevens caught behind for 68. And in the next over, Treadwell was caught by Archer for 1. Coles joined Parnell, and the lower order pair dragged Kent up to 300, with Parnell moving to 50 in the process. Sussex pushed for the final 2 wickets, and they were rewarded in the 88th over as Archer struck twice to wrap things up. He first bowled Coles for 7 before completing the innings with another clean bowl 2 balls later, Claydon the man out for a 2-ball duck. Phenomenal figures for the young West Indian quick as he ended the day with 7 for 67. Dixon and Stevens the main contributors with 68 apiece, and a fine unbeaten half-century from Wayne Parnell helping Kent onto 304. That left 6 overs for the Sussex openers to negotiate before the close. But they didn't manage it, with Coles striking to remove Nash LBW for 5 in the 5th over of the innings. Shahzad came in as night watchman, and he and Finch saw out the remaining 10 deliveries till the close. Sussex 11 for 1, trailing Kent by 293 runs with 9 wickets still intact.